I don't care what happened the night or the day before. I just said, this is it. And when I wipe my hands clean, I wipe them clean. Trust me. It is what it is. I don't really respond too much about that stuff in the media.
Before plastic surgery, before Jesse Meester, before Tom Brooks, before Florian Sukaj, before Georgi Rusev, before the millions of fans, the magazine covers, the spin-offs, the meme moments, and the Times Square billboards. Before any of it, there were just two little girls in Middletown, Connecticut, with a big brother named Michael, who they idolized. Welcome back to the Tell-All Tapes, your home for the most honest 90-Day Fiancé documentaries on YouTube. Today's story is the one I have been the most excited to tell, because today, we are putting down the drama. We are setting aside the surgeries, the cheating scandals, the breakups, and the citizenship rumors. Today, we are telling you the story behind the story. The reason Darcey and Stacey Silva keep showing up, no matter what life throws at them. The reason they keep walking back into the spotlight, year after year, scandal after scandal. The reason for the brand on their clothing, the slogan on their hats, the logo on their billboards. The reason behind the words, House of 11. This is not a story about reality TV. This is a story about a brother, a loss, a promise, and a sisterhood that refuses to let his memory die. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you are going to look at Darcey and Stacey Silva in a way you have never looked at them before. And honestly, you're probably going to cry a little. Let's go back to 1998. Picture two young women in their early 20s with their whole lives ahead of them. Darcey and Stacey Silva are not yet on television. They are not yet famous. They are not yet anybody's punchline. They are just two daughters of Mike Silva, doing their best to figure out adult life like anyone else their age. And they have a big brother. His name is Michael Silva. He is 27 years old. He is funny. He is bright. He is the cornerstone of the family. He has so much ahead of him. And then he gets sick. The diagnosis is Ewing's sarcoma. For those of you who don't know, Ewing's sarcoma is a rare and aggressive form of cancer that primarily affects bones and the soft tissue around them. It usually strikes adolescents and young adults. It is brutal. It is fast. It is unforgiving. And in July of 1998, on the 11th day of the month, Michael Silva died. He was born on the 11th day of May. He died on the 11th day of July. He was 27 years old. He was the last Silva man in the immediate family. And just like that, the two little sisters who had grown up in his shadow lost their oldest sibling forever. Now, I want you to understand something, fans. When you lose a sibling like that, you don't just grieve. You don't just cry and move on. Something inside of you cracks in a way that doesn't fully ever close. You walk around the rest of your life with a hole in the shape of a brother, and in that hole, you can either let yourself die slowly, or you can decide, with everything you have left, to build something in his honor. Darcey and Stacey chose to build. In 2010, more than a decade after Michael's death, the twin sisters founded their fashion brand. They called it House of 11. The name was not a coincidence. It was not a marketing trick. It was a love letter. Michael was born at 11. Michael died at 11. 11 plus 11 equals 1111, the angel number that, in spiritual circles, is associated with manifesting your power and walking into your purpose. Darcey has said it in multiple interviews. She told Channel 24, quote, "That's where the number 11 comes, like 1111 on the clock, manifesting your power and owning the things that you do." House of 11 was launched in Los Angeles. It started as a women's apparel brand. Tops, bottoms, bodysuits, loungewear, jackets, swimwear, intimates, the kind of pieces that real women, with real bodies, with real lives, could actually wear. Darcey and Stacey have been very public about wanting the brand to cater to a range of sizes, not just the unrealistic small frames that dominate most fast fashion lines. They wanted real women to be able to feel sexy and confident in what they wore. And the brand was building, slowly, quietly, before anybody knew Darcey's name. In fact, when Darcey first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days in 2017, fans noticed that her boyfriend Jesse Meester was wearing a House of 11 jacket in some of the early scenes. The brand was already there. The brand was already part of who Darcey was. Reality TV just happened to amplify it. Now, here is where the story gets really interesting. Because while Darcey was getting her heart broken by Jesse, then by Tom, then by Georgi, while Stacey was trying to figure out her relationship with Florian, behind the scenes, the brand was growing, quietly, steadily, then explosively. When TLC gave the twins their own spin-off in 2020, called Darcey and Stacey, House of 11 got the kind of national exposure that most small fashion brands would kill for. Fans saw the twins wearing their own clothing on television. Fans saw the brand's signature wings logo. Fans saw the design philosophy, and celebrities started taking notice. Demi Lovato has worn House of 11. Nicki Minaj has worn House of 11. Jessica Alba has worn House of 11. Keke Palmer has worn House of 11. Jeannie Mai has worn House of 11. Coco Austin has worn House of 11 and appeared on their Instagram feed wearing one of their floral long sleeves. These are A-list names. These are women who could pick any brand on earth. And they have all, at one point or another, given the Silva twins a cosign that money simply cannot buy. By 2021, House of 11 was not just a clothing line. It has expanded into a full lifestyle brand. Home goods, soy candles, silk sleep sets, eye masks, pillowcases, scrunchies, soaps, magnetic lash kits, lip gloss, sunglasses, headband, headbands, scarves, shoes, hats, bags, jewelry, fragrances, beauty products. Most of the items sit in the $45 to $100 range, with some premium pieces hitting $200 or more. There is even a section on the website called Shop Darcey and Stacey's Closet, where fans can purchase the actual pieces the twins have worn personally. And the most iconic piece, the famous Wings hoodie with their signature logo, the one fans have seen on the show over and over again, retails between $45 and $60 depending on the sale. The brand has built itself a loyal following of over 66,000 social media followers and counting. That is not a small operation. That is a real, scalable, profitable fashion business that just happens to be co-owned by two of the most controversial twins in reality TV. Now, let me be honest with you, because I always am. House of 11 has not been without its critics. Fans, especially international fans, have called out the brand on Google reviews for what they consider unreasonable shipping costs. One reviewer mentioned that a pair of glasses cost $17, but the cheapest shipping option was over $80. Another customer wanted to buy a necklace, but couldn't justify a $79 international shipping fee. The brand has responded by saying that international shipping costs are outside of their direct control, and there have been promises to look into making the products more accessible globally. There has also been criticism about the design choices. Some fans love the bold, sparkly, glamorous aesthetic. Other fans say the brand feels too over the top for daily wear. And some have questioned whether House of 11 is actually a serious business venture, or whether it is more of what the internet sometimes calls a vanity project for the famous twins. To those critics, I say this: vanity projects don't last 15 years. Vanity projects don't get endorsed by Demi Lovato. Vanity projects don't survive plastic surgery scandals, multiple spin-offs, and the ups and downs of reality TV. Whatever you think of the price tag or the shipping, House of 11 is real, House of 11 is profitable, and House of 11 is the longest, most consistent thing the Silva twins have built in their entire adult lives. And here is what fans don't talk about enough. The brand is the reason these twins have stayed sane. Think about it. Darcey lost Jesse. She lost Tom. She nearly lost Georgi. Stacey nearly lost Florian. Both twins have been through public humiliations, plastic surgery battles, online bullying campaigns, and family fights. And through it all, every single time, they have had House of 11. They have had something to wake up to that was not a man, not a TV contract, not a magazine cover. They have had a brand, a brother's legacy, a reason to put on their own clothes, take a deep breath, and walk back into the world. Most reality TV stars have to figure out, eventually, what to do when the cameras stop rolling. Most of them fail. Most of them disappear. Most of them get jobs they hate or end up doing cameo videos for $100 a pop. Darcey and Stacey have something almost nobody else in their universe has. They have a business that existed before reality TV, and that will exist long after reality TV is done with them. That is not luck. That is foresight. That is preparation. That is intelligence. And it absolutely deserves more respect than the franchise tends to give them. Now let me tell you about the moment in 2025 that made me sit up and pay attention to the Silva twins in a brand new way. It was the surreal magazine moment. The twins were featured in a stunning, glossy, high-fashion editorial, wearing all-black ensembles, looking like a force of nature, hair perfect, makeup flawless, posing like supermodels who had never doubted themselves a single day in their lives. The cover hit a billboard in Times Square. Times Square, fans, right in the middle of the most famous intersection in the world. Two women from Middletown, Connecticut, who had been bullied as kids, ridiculed as adults, mocked for their plastic surgery, called every name in the book on social media, were now looking down on millions of New Yorkers from a billboard 50 feet wide. That is not a comeback. That is a coronation. And the brand that helped get them there, the brand that has been in their corner the whole time, was right there with them. House of 11 was on the journey from boutique to billboard. From a brother's hospital bed in 1998 to the heart of Manhattan in 2025. That is the kind of story that, if you wrote it as a movie, people would say it was too neat, too poetic, too perfect. And yet here we are. The twins are also branching out musically now. They have released songs together. They have hinted at more music coming. Darcey shared a video of herself in a studio in February of 2025, captioning it, "Stay tuned, your Silva twins, Darcey and Stacey, are back." They are talking about acting projects. They are talking about more business expansions. They are talking about new collaborations. The empire is not slowing down. If anything, the empire is just getting started. And in every interview, in every appearance, in every business decision, the name Michael Silva is somewhere underneath it. Quietly, reverently, steadily. The angel number 11 on their clothing. The number 11 on their hashtags. The 1111 sign that fans send each other on social media. He is not gone. He has never been gone. He has been the foundation of everything they have built. And that, fans, is the real story. So I want to ask you something. Honestly, before this video, did you know that House of 11 was named after the twins' late brother? Did you know about Michael Silva and the cancer that took him at 27? Did you know that the Wings logo, the number, the slogans, all of it, is a love letter to a sibling who can no longer wear the clothes that bear his birthday and his death day on the tag? Or did you, like a lot of casual fans, just think the brand was another celebrity vanity project? Because if you didn't know, you are not alone. Most of the franchise has never told this story. Most of the entertainment news outlets gloss over it. Most of the gossip blogs would rather talk about Darcey's lip filler than her brother's funeral. And that, more than anything, is why I made this video. Because Darcey and Stacey Silva deserve to be seen for what they actually are. Two women carrying a brother's memory through every chapter of their lives. Two women turning grief into a brand. Two women refusing to let the worst thing that ever happened to their family be the last word in their story. So tell me in the comments, did you know about Michael Silva and the meaning of House of 11? How does it change the way you see Darcey and Stacey? Would you buy from their brand, knowing the story behind it? What is your favorite piece you have ever seen them wear on the show? And if you have ever lost a sibling, a parent, a friend, or anybody you loved before their time, drop a white heart emoji in the comments below for Michael Silva. Let's flood the comments with white hearts, fans. Let's make sure the Silva family knows that the world has heard their brother's name today. Let's make sure that even people who came for the drama, even people who came for the gossip, even people who came for the plastic surgery breakdown, leave this video knowing that there is a real human story underneath all of it. If this hit you in the chest, smash that like button. Subscribe to the Tell-All Tapes for new 90-Day Fiancé documentaries every single week. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, fans, the people we lose never really leave us. They live on in everything we build in their name. 1111, always. This was the Tell-All Tapes, and we will see you in the next one.